Track 1. Outcomes Pre-Intermediate Students Book by Hugh Deller and Andrew Walkley. Published by National Geographic Learning, a part of Cengage Learning. Copyright 2016.
Actor, engineer, journalist, lawyer, nurse, photographer, pilot, police officer, politician, sales manager, scientist, soldier.
Track 2. 1.
So what do you do?
I'm an engineer.
Oh, right. Where do you work?
Well, I travel around quite a lot, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm working in Scotland at the moment, in Glasgow. They're building a new sports stadium there, and I'm working on that.
Really? So where do you live then?
Well, in London most of the time, but I'm renting an apartment in Glasgow while I'm there. I usually come down to London every 2 weeks if I can.
And do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's great. I don't really mind the travelling and the money's good. Plus, I don't really have much time to spend it.
Well, I guess that's good then. What are the hours like?
Oh, I usually work quite long hours. I mean, I often do a 60-hour week.
Really? That sounds hard.
No, it's good. And I get on really well with the other people I work with. 2.
So, what do you do?
Oh, I work for a small company back in Korea, but I'm actually a student at the moment.
Oh, okay. What are you studying?
I'm doing a master's degree in marketing.
Is that what you do in your company? Marketing?
Yes, kind of.
So, how long have you worked there?
About 2 years now.
Only 2 years and they're sending you to another country to study? That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, actually my father runs the company and he wants me to become the marketing manager.
Oh, right. I see. So, do you get on with the other people you work with?
Yeah, we get on okay, but it can be difficult sometimes because I'm the boss's daughter, you know?
Yeah, I can imagine.
I sometimes feel like I have to work harder to show everyone I can actually do my job.
I'm sure.
Track 3. 1.
Hey Martin,
Oh, hi, Tula.
are you busy?
Well, kind of. I'm just answering some emails. Why?
Oh, I need a break.
Why? What are you doing?
I'm trying to write something for marketing, but I'm finding it difficult.
All right.
Do you want to go for a coffee? Maybe you can give me some ideas.
I don't know. I'm meeting a customer at 12.
You have time.
Yeah, but I need to finish these emails and I've got an appointment with the dentist at 1.
So you can answer your emails this afternoon.
Yeah, but I'm giving that presentation on Friday and I need to start preparing.
So you need a break now.
All right. Where do you want to go?
Just to the place on the corner.
Hey, by the way, are you going to that training session tomorrow?
No. What's that?
Time management. There was an email about it.
Really? Maybe I missed it.
It said all the sales staff have to attend.
Really? What's it about?
The usual thing, I imagine. Using your time more efficiently, making lists, deciding what your priorities are. Things you probably know already.
It's probably a waste of time then.
Almost certainly.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
2.
Rachel. Rachel. Rachel?
What?
I said it 3 times.
I'm watching something.
I'm going. Can you do a couple of things for me?
Oh, What?
Don't talk to me like that.
Oh, just tell me what you want me to do. I'm trying to watch this.
The washing machine's on. Can you hang the clothes outside?
Okay.
And can you sort out your room? It's a mess.
Oh, I'll do it another day.
But you told me you don't have classes today.
Yeah, but I need to study. I've got a test tomorrow and I need to finish a project before Thursday. And I'm meeting Jane tonight.
Why can't you meet her at the weekend? Or stop watching TV? You need to change your priorities, my girl. You're 19, not a child.
Mum, I have to relax too. I can't work all day.
I work all day and then do housework.
Yeah, but you get paid for your work. And anyway, you're my mum. That's what mums do.
Is that right?
I'm joking.
Well, I'm not. Please tidy your room.
Okay.
I'll be back at 7.
Oh, what time are we having dinner? I need to leave at 8.
I'll get a pizza on my way home.
Track 4. Tra. Dra. Art. Te. Ti. Di. Stay. Star. Dry. Tray. Unt. End. Track 5. 1.
You need to make an appointment.
2.
Staff only get very basic training.
3.
It's hard to keep good staff.
4.
I need to pass a test in English.
5.
I'm phoning because my train's delayed.
6.
She's now the head of her department.
7.
It depends on the day.
8.
They really need to develop a new policy.
Track 6.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
What did you do?
Oh, nothing much. I went for a walk with some friends round Sutton Park yesterday.
Oh, nice. It was a lovely, clear day.
Yeah, it was a bit cold, but it was great. I was taking photos with my new camera.
That one? Let's have a look. Oh, wow, that's really neat. Where did you get it?
In Jessop's in town. I'm really pleased with it. It's really good quality and it's got quite a few different functions.
Really? Is it complicated to use?
No, not really. There are a few things I don't know yet, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, the pictures look good and it's nice and light as well.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Anyway, what about you two? Did you do anything?
Yeah, we went shopping.
Oh, okay. Did you buy anything nice?
Well, I got these earrings.
They're lovely. They look quite old.
Yeah, they are. I got them in a second-hand shop near here. They've got all kinds of things there. Books, CDs, clothes. Dan got that jacket there.
Really? I love it. It looks really nice and warm.
Yeah, it is. It's pure wool and it's nice and thick. And it only cost £15.
You're joking! That's fantastic. It really suits you as well. It's a great style and colour.
Thanks.
Did you get any clothes, Kira?
No, there were some really nice things, but I didn't find anything that fitted me. Everything was either too big or too small.
Track 7.
Did you? Did you? What did you do? What did you do? Did she? Did she? Where did she go? Where did she go? Did it? Did it? Did it take long? Did it take long? Were you? Were you? Were you okay? Were you okay? Was it? Was it? What was it like? What was it like? Were they? Were they? Were they expensive? Were they expensive?
Track 8. 1.
I love your ring. Where did you get it?
2.
That's a great bag. Is it new?
3.
Hey, cool phone. How long have you had it?
4.
I love your shirt. It's a really nice design.
5.
I like your boots. They look really comfortable.
6.
That's a lovely jacket. It really suits you.
Track 9. 1.
Recommended.
2.
Delivered.
3.
Ordered.
4.
Dropped.
5.
Arrived.
6.
Needed.
7.
Loved.
8.
Decided.
9.
Looked.
10.
Returned.
11.
Wanted.
12.
Opened.
Track 10. 1.
Is that all you have?
Yeah, it is.
Well, do you want to go first?
You sure?
Yes, of course. I have a lot to get.
Great, thanks.
2.
Would you like it wrapped?
What's the paper like?
It's this green paper.
It's a bit plain. Do you have anything a bit prettier? It's a special present.
Well, there's quite a big selection in the stationery department. Do you want to choose something and bring it here and I'll wrap it for you?
Really? You don't mind?
Of course not.
Thanks.
3.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
I bought this the other day, and it's damaged. When I got it home and took it out of the box, I found the button was loose and it's damaged here. Look, you see?
Are you sure you didn't drop it or anything?
No, of course not.
It's just that this kind of damage doesn't happen unless you do something. It's not a manufacturing fault.
Honestly, when I got home, I took it out of the box and it was already damaged.
Have you got a receipt and the box?
I didn't bring the box. I've got the receipt, though.
4.
Is there anyone serving here?
Yes, but I don't think you can pay here.
That's okay. I just want to find out if they have something in stock.
Well, there was a guy here, and he said he would be back in a minute, but that was 10 minutes ago.
Oh, right.
It's typical. The service is always terrible here. Hatton's is better, really. Their service is much more reliable, and their things are generally better quality.
Really? Well, why didn't you go there?
Well, I do normally, but I saw in the window they had a sale here.
Ah.
Oh, there he is. About time.
Sorry.
That's okay.
5.
Excuse me, do you have one of these in a smaller size? This one's a bit big.
I'm afraid not. That's why they're at a reduced price.
Never mind, Timmy, you'll grow into it.
But I don't like it.
Don't be silly. You look lovely. It really suits you.
It's not as nice as the other one we saw.
That was much more expensive. This one's fine.
It's not fair. Track 11. Sir. Shh. Is. St. Ist. Sie. St. Schön. Sir. This. Sure. Track 12. 1.
I missed the last class.
2.
They increased sales.
3.
For the last several years.
4.
Ask for a receipt.
5.
We need to rush to the station.
6.
Make sure you wear a smart shirt.
7.
They've got a good selection of shoes.
8.
They've got an efficient delivery service.
Track 13. 1.
It doesn't really suit me.
2.
Do you have anything a bit bigger?
3.
It's not as good as my old one.
4.
What did you think of it?
5.
I'm thinking of buying it.
6.
I work late most nights.
Track 14. 1.
Listen, we're obviously lost. Ask this guy here.
Okay. Sorry, do you speak English?
Sure.
Oh, great. Do you know the way to the museum from here?
Yes, but it is far. It's better to get a bus.
Okay. So how do we get to the stop?
Go down this road, take the second road on the right, then cross, turn left, and then left again, and it's directly opposite the town hall.
Okay, great.
No problem.
So did he say second right or second left?
I'm not actually sure, you know. And what bus did he say we need?
No idea. Anyway, it's down here somewhere, I think.
2.
It's your turn. Ask that old lady.
Excuse me, is this the right bus stop for the museum? The bus? To the museum. To the museum?
You want the number 67 bus.
Oh, thanks.
You need to go over the road. This stop, it goes the wrong way. Go over the crossing. It's after the traffic lights, there.
I see it. Thanks.
They come often.
Thanks.
3.
Excuse me. Sorry, do you speak English?
Sure I do. How can I help?
Oh, do you know the way to the museum? Is it near here?
Yes, quite near. But you got off at the wrong stop, really. Go down this road until you come to a church, then turn left. It's quite a big road. Then go past a monument and a football ground and just keep going. It's maybe half a mile. It's on the right. You can't miss it.
I told you that was it. Why'd you never listen to me?
Track 15. 1.
I was going to work the other day. I was going to work the other day.
2.
The other day I was coming home. The other day I was coming home.
3.
He was driving along the motorway. He was driving along the motorway.
4.
She wasn't looking where she was going. She wasn't looking where she was going.
5.
It was late and we were trying to get to sleep. It was late and we were trying to get to sleep.
Track 16. And now over to Lisa Verity for the travel news.
Thanks, Mark. There's not much good news, I'm afraid. For many travellers today, getting anywhere could be difficult. There are terrible problems in a lot of places out there at the moment. So, starting with the airports. Air traffic controllers in France are on strike this week, so expect a bit of trouble there. Plenty of flights are delayed and quite a few cancelled, unfortunately. Not many planes can fly over France. Most have to fly a different route to avoid French airspace. There's not much hope of a deal anytime soon, so any passengers who are flying in the next few days should ring their airline or check their airline's website. Onto the roads. A truck crashed earlier this morning on the A516 entering Milton Keynes and lost its load of fruit. Lanes in both directions are closed at the moment while police try to clear up the mess. A big mess, I would imagine, too. Avoid the area if you can. Elsewhere on the roads, the M6 motorway between junctions 5 and 6 is completely closed for repair work. There is a diversion, but you can expect some delays there all day. Traffic's moving very slowly, so best to take other routes. Large sections of the Northern Line in London are closed today because of continuing repair work to renew the tube. A replacement bus service is in operation. Also on the Underground, East Ham Station is closed at present because of a flood. This follows some heavy rain in the area overnight. Better news elsewhere. The rail service between London and Birmingham is now running normally after a cow was removed from the line. And I'm pleased to say that there aren't any more problems on the A6 now that the traffic lights are working again at the crossroads with the B761. The traffic's moving freely there. Finally, one event tonight to tell you about. Just to remind anyone travelling to Wembley for the big concert there's no parking in or around the ground. Police in the area will remove any cars parked there, so go on foot or take public transport. That's all from me. Back to you, Mark.
Track 17. Craw. Ock. Cra. Growl. Cure. Gay. Q. Uck. Ag. Eck. Ike. Ig. Track 18. 1.
They lost my bags when I missed my connection.
2.
Don't forget to set the alarm clock.
3.
There was a crash at the crossroads.
4.
When we got to the gate, it was closed.
5.
There's a big queue to go through security.
6.
The game was cancelled because the ground was flooded.
7.
The coach drivers are going on strike.
8.
We got stuck behind a big truck.
Track 19.
So, Victor, are you hungry?
Yeah, a bit.
Do you want to get something to eat?
I'd love to, yeah. Where are you thinking of going?
Well, there's a really nice Thai place just down the road. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I go there a lot. I actually went there yesterday.
Oh, right. So maybe you don't want to go there again today.
I'd rather not, if you don't mind. And I actually don't really feel like anything very spicy today.
Okay, no problem. I'm happy to go somewhere else.
There's a nice seafood restaurant near the big department store. How about that?
To be honest, I don't really like seafood. I prefer meat.
Well, why don't we go to Salale instead? Have you been there?
No, I've never heard of it. Where is it?
It's about 15 minutes walk from here. It's just round the corner from the bus station.
Oh, okay. And what kind of restaurant is it?
It's Turkish. It's really good. I've been there a few times.
Really? I haven't ever had Turkish food.
You're joking. You'll love it. They do lots of grilled meat, but they also have a great selection of other dishes, so there's plenty to choose from.
It sounds great.
Yeah, the only problem is that it gets really busy, so sometimes you have to wait a while to get a table.
Oh, right. Well, can we ring them to check they have a table?
I guess so. Let me see if I can find their number on my phone. Track 20. 1.
Have you ever eaten anything unusual?
2.
Have you ever been to an expensive restaurant?
3.
Have you ever complained in a restaurant?
4.
Have you ever found a hair in your food?
5.
Have you tried any of Jamie Oliver's recipes?
6.
Have you watched MasterChef?
Track 21. 1. How many people is it?
There are 3 of us.
And have you booked?
No. Is that a problem?
No, but do you mind waiting?
How long?
Maybe 10 or 15 minutes?
OK, that's fine.
Could I change the baby somewhere?
I'm afraid we don't have any special facilities. You can use the toilet. It's not very big, though.
That's okay.
It's just at the end there, down the stairs. 2. Is this table here okay?
Yeah, this is fine. Thank you.
Would you like a high chair for the little girl?
That'd be great, thanks. He's actually a boy, though?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, here are your menus. I'll get the chair. 3. Are you ready to order?
Not quite. Could you just give us 2 more minutes?
Yes, of course.
Right, OK. Could I have the grilled squid for starters, please? And for my main course, I think I'll have the chicken.
And what kind of potatoes would you like?
Roast potatoes, please.
OK.
I'll go for the aubergine stuffed with rice for my main course, please. And the soup of the day. Does it contain any meat? I'm vegetarian.
Yes, I'm afraid it's got lamb in it.
Oh, OK. Well, I'll just have the tomato and avocado salad then. And could we get some water as well?
Of course. Sparkling or still?
Just tap water, please, if possible.
Sure.
And could we have a small plate for our son? We'd like to share our dishes with him.
4.
Oh, dear. What a mess.
I'll get the waiter. Excuse me. I'm really sorry, but could you get us a cloth, please? My son's dropped some water on the floor.
Certainly, madam. I'll just go and get one.
Thank you.
5. Would you like to see the dessert menu?
I'm OK, thanks. I'm really full. But if you want something...
No, I couldn't eat another thing. It was lovely, though. Could I just have a coffee, please?
Me too, thank you.
6.
Could we have the bill, please?
Yes, of course.
Great, thanks.
That's very reasonable, isn't it? Shall we leave a tip?
No, look, service is included.
Wow, then that really is good value for money. We should come here again sometime.
Track 22. View. Of. Fi. Bi. Pi. Bu. Paw. Fa. Fe. Ve. V. Pa. Track 23. 1.
The cafe has a very nice view over the park.
2.
They serve the fish with boiled vegetables.
3.
I didn't have enough money to pay the bill.
4.
Have you booked a table for 4 people or 5?
5.
There's a typical French cafe opposite my apartment building.
6.
They have half portions for kids.
7.
Chips are bad for you because they're high in fat.
8.
It's a fixed price, so fill your plates.
Track 24. 1.
Could you get us a cloth?
2.
Shall we leave a tip?
3.
Could you show me the way?
4.
Would you like anything to drink?
5.
Could I have the vegetarian option?
6.
Shall we call a taxi?
Track 25.
So, what are you going to do while you're here?
I'm just going to take it easy, Corinne. I guess I might go shopping in the morning. You're working tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, and Saturday morning, I'm afraid.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but some important clients are coming and I need to go and meet them at the airport and make sure everything's okay.
Right. What time are you going to be back?
Hopefully about 2.
That's okay then. I'm not going to be up before 11 anyway, and I've brought my trainers, so I might go running. Is there anywhere to go near here?
There's actually an athletics track just down the road.
OK. To be honest, though, I'd prefer a park or somewhere like that.
There's not much near here. I usually just run on the streets when I go.
OK, well, I'll see. Do you have any plans for us at the weekend?
Well, a friend is having a party for his birthday on Saturday night, if you'd like to go.
Oh, great. You know I always like a dance.
And the forecast is really good for Sunday, so we're thinking of going for a walk in the mountains near here.
Oh, right. That sounds nice.
Yes, it's great there. There's a lovely river we can go swimming in.
Oh, right. Do you have any spare swimming gear? I don't have anything with me.
Yeah, I'm sure I can lend you something.
Thanks. Isn't the water cold, though?
A bit, but you soon warm up.
I must admit I'm a bit soft. I like a heated pool myself.
Honestly, it's not so bad, and the water's really clear. It's just beautiful with the mountains and everything.
OK. So what time are you thinking of leaving?
Well, it's 2 or 3 hours by car, so if we want to make the most of the day, we need to leave early, maybe around 6 o'clock.
6 in the morning?
Track 26.
Last night, I watched the big game in England between Manchester City and Chelsea. I was one of a billion people watching in places as far apart as Peru, Saudi Arabia and Vietnam. Now, when football's good, it can be amazing. But when it's bad, it can be awful. And this game was maybe the most boring game I've ever seen. It was a 0-0 draw, and almost nothing happened for the whole 90 minutes. Honestly, it was terrible. Football's the most popular sport in the world, but it's hard to understand why when you watch a game like that. Knowing that the players earn millions a year just makes it worse. So why do we watch when there are plenty of alternatives? The Olympics features around 30 sports. Other countries have different national sports such as cricket, and new sports are being created all the time. Maybe the main reason is because football is the simplest game to play. The basic rules are among the easiest to grasp of any sport. In contrast, does anyone really understand the rules of cricket? In addition, football doesn't require expensive equipment. In fact, you need hardly any gear at all. And on top of that, you need no real skill to play. Who can't kick a ball? So nearly everyone has played at least once in their life. And of course, once you've played a sport, you appreciate it more. Finally, football's different every game. Last night's game was boring, but next time Chelsea might win 5-4 with a goal in the last minute. You just never know.
Track 27. 1,
It's the simplest game to play.
2,
It's not the easiest game to understand.
3,
He's the tallest person I know.
4,
She's the fittest person I know.
5,
He's the cleverest person I know.
6,
It's the ugliest building in town.
Track 28.
Perhaps, like me, you spent hours drawing and colouring things when you were young, but then just stopped. Personally, I can't remember when or why, but I suppose I felt it was childish and wanted more adult things: makeup, shopping, boys. So you might be interested to learn that one of the biggest growth areas in publishing at the moment is colouring books for adults. These books have been around for a while, but in France they've become bestsellers thanks to some clever marketing, as book trader Claire Ellis explains.
Several of these books were actually first published in the UK with only moderate success. But when French publishers added anti-stress or art therapy to the titles, there was a dramatic increase in sales. 33% of French people have taken pills like Prozac for depression, so there's clearly a big market for anything that helps reduce stress.
Watching any child with pens and paper, you can see how the simple task of carefully filling in a pattern can completely occupy their attention. And it's that focus on the present which Karen Miller, a lawyer and colouring fan, likes.
Law is a very stressful occupation and it's difficult to stop thinking about work. But colouring has really made a difference for me. Some designs are very detailed and complicated, so you really need to concentrate. And I quickly forget about everything else. It really helps me relax. I even sleep better.
And it's not just colouring that's coming back into fashion. In the States, there is a growing interest in making things. Everything from clothes to furniture to cakes. The sociologist Professor John Townsend suggests why.
I think the maker movement is a reaction against life being so commercial. We were sold the idea of retail therapy, shopping as relaxation. But many people's experience of shopping is far from relaxing. It involves difficult decisions, debt, and worrying about what others have. Making your own things is the opposite. You follow a recipe or instructions. It's cheaper, and it involves sharing ideas and helping each other. There's nothing commercial about the outcome either. You're not buying or selling it. It's personal. It's yours. It's you.
I'm not sure my baking or making are me, because I'm awful at it. But anyway, here in the studio to discuss the rise of making, I have Professor Townsend, Karen Miller, and a keen maker, Lisa O'Sullivan. Lisa, if I could ask you first, what is it?
Track 29. Play. Ool. Ol. La. ray, tra, through, ale, ull, pull, low, tray. Track 30. 1.
I play football every Friday in a local park.
2.
There's an Olympic-sized swimming pool just round the corner.
3.
The cycle race usually attracts lots of spectators.
4.
I like to relax with my family at the weekend.
5.
I have to drive miles to get to the nearest athletics track.
6.
He threw me his keys, but I dropped them down a hole.
7.
I bought these trainers in a sale.
8.
The rules are simple and easy to follow.
Track 31.
Maya,
Hi, Laura. Sorry I'm a bit late.
that's okay.
How long have you been here?
Oh, not long. 10 minutes.
Sorry, the traffic was bad.
Are you looking for something?
Another chair. Oh, there's one.
So, who else is coming?
My friend Anna from Poland.
Oh, yeah. How'd you know her?
I met her on an exchange trip.
Really? Why Poland?
There was some connection between the schools. Anyway, it was great, and I got on really well with Anna. Here, I've got a picture of her on my mobile.
Okay.
Here. She's the girl on the right.
Oh, wow. She's very pretty.
Yeah.
So, is she just visiting?
No, she's studying here.
Okay. Quite clever too, then.
Definitely. She's one of those people who's good at everything. Studying, languages, sports. We play tennis sometimes, but she always beats me.
How annoying.
Isn't it? No, she's really nice. You'll like her.
So, who's the guy? Is that her boyfriend?
No, that's my brother.
Really? You don't look very similar.
I know. He's quite dark. But look at the nose and mouth.
Let me see. Yeah, I guess. So, what does he do?
He's a nurse. He lives in the States.
Really? Why did he go there?
His wife's from there.
Really? He's married. How old is he?
24.
Okay, that's quite young.
I guess.
Do you get on well?
Yes, we're quite close. Although, obviously, I don't see him very often now. We Skype a lot.
Right.
I might actually go over there in a few months because they're having a baby.
Really? That's great. A boy or a girl?
A boy, apparently. My first nephew or niece.
Okay, so, Auntie Maya. Amazing.
I know.
Do you have any other brothers or sisters?
Just my little sister.
Is that the other girl in the picture?
No, she's a friend from my Spanish class.
Maya!
Anna, how are you? We saved you a seat. Anna, I don't think you know my friend Laura. She's a friend from work. Laura, this is Anna.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi. I've heard a lot about you.
All good, I hope.
Track 32. 1.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
2.
Do you know anyone in this class? Do you know anyone in this class?
3.
How long have you known them? How long have you known them?
4.
Why are you studying English? Why are you studying English?
5.
Have you studied in this school before? Have you studied in this school before?
6.
Are you enjoying the class? You enjoying the class?
7.
Did you have a nice weekend? Did you have a nice weekend?
8.
What did you do? What did you do?
Track 33.
We have a wedding planning business which we've run for almost 20 years now. I was a model when I was younger and I did work for several wedding magazines, which is how I first got interested in the business. I stopped modelling after I got married and had my 2 babies, but I never wanted only to be a mum, and my husband was very supportive when I decided to start my company. I think he thought it would always be small, something like a hobby. But it grew, and eventually he left his job to work with me as the finance director. We have 3 kids now, and they're all part of the business too. Even my little boy, who's only 6, sometimes welcomes the guests. He's so cute in his little suit. The clients love him. I hope my daughter, Sophie, will take over the business eventually. I think she combines the best of her parents. She and I are both very determined. She doesn't stop until she succeeds at something. And then she also shares her father's head for figures. They're both very good at negotiating prices, whereas I think maybe my son, Jerome, is a bit too soft. He loves fashion and design, but I don't think he has the business skills. We'll see.
Track 34.
Yeah, the wedding business. It's okay. I guess it's nice to do things together as a family. It means we're pretty close, I guess. And of course we have nice things from the success, but it is work, and Mum can be quite strict sometimes. My mum sometimes says things like, "When you take over the business, blah, blah, blah," or "When I retire, you need to know blah, blah, blah." But I actually don't want to run the business. None of us do. Well, I guess Ben might, but he's only 6. I want to make a difference in the world. I want to become a scientist, discover things.
Did she say I wasn't interested? I suppose I've never really said anything to her when we've talked, because she gets so kind of angry about it. It's easier just to agree. She's like my mum. They're very strong characters. Neither of them take no for an answer. Me and Dad, we're more the calm, quiet types. Anyway, I love the business. I like the fashion and design aspect, but also you meet people. You make this amazing special day for them. It's so happy and romantic. And you can make money from it. What's not to like? Of course I'd like to run the company. Track 35. 1.
Friendly and open.
2.
Fit and healthy.
3.
Calm and patient.
4.
Clear and confident.
5.
Strong and determined.
6.
Peace and quiet.
7.
Cooking and cleaning.
8.
More and more.
9.
Bigger and better.
10.
Try and help.
11.
Go and see.
12.
Scream and shout.
Track 36. We're. Go. Way. We. Where. Why. Quo. Qui. Gun. Egg. Were. Ga. Track 37. 1.
We're going away for the weekend.
2.
I found a really funny quote on the web.
3.
His wife negotiated a special deal.
4.
We organised a quiz night.
5.
It was a very vague answer.
6.
I need to go to work.
7.
I want to go into the wedding business.
8.
There's a big age gap, but we get on very well.
Track 38. 1,
We might go running at the track.
2,
Is there a pool near here?
3,
Who's the guy with the basketball?
4,
A friend from university is coming to stay.
5,
How do you know each other?
6,
I'm going to watch the game with some friends.
Track 39. 1,
Where are you from?
Italy.
Oh, nice. Which part?
Treviso.
Oh, where's that?
It's a small city in the northeast. It's about 40 kilometers from Venice. So, say that's Venice, okay? Well, Treviso is just here, to the north.
Oh, okay. So what's it like?
It's great. The centre's very old, with some beautiful old buildings. But the city's also quite modern. You know Benetton? The clothes?
Yes.
Well, Benetton's are based in Treviso.
Oh, wow. Okay. So where do you live? In the centre?
Not exactly, but everything is quite near. It's small, only 80,000 people, and it's easy to get round. I live near the river, and you can walk along the banks, which is nice. There's a nice park, too.
2. So, where are you from, Chuck?
Texas.
Whereabouts?
I doubt you'll know it. It's a little town called Harlingen. It's right in the south by the Mexican border.
Yeah, I know it. In fact, I've been there. I have a friend who lives in Port Isabel.
Port Isabel. Wow, that's real close. So what did you think of Harlingen?
Yeah, it was lovely. I mean, it's a bit quiet, but for a holiday, it was great.
When were you there? What time of year?
February, but the climate's lovely. It's so warm. We went to the beach quite a lot.
Sure.
And we took a boat along the coast a couple of times and went fishing.
Did you catch anything?
Not much, but it was just nice to be on the sea.
So what's your friend called?
Harry Dancy?
You're kidding me. Skip Dancy? I went to high school with him.
No, really? What a small world. 3.
Where are you from?
Oman.
Oh, okay, Oman. I'm really sorry, but where is that exactly? My geography isn't very good.
It's in the Middle East, on the Indian Ocean. So imagine you've got Saudi Arabia here, and then the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, is up here, and Oman goes down here to the right.
Oh, okay. I think I know where you mean. And where do you live?
In the capital, Muscat, in the north of the country.
Oh, okay. And what's it like? Is it a big city?
Yes, quite big. It's about 1 million people, and it spreads along the coast.
Oh, sounds nice.
It is. It's beautiful because you have the sea and the mountains behind. And it's a very exciting place because lots of people from different countries live there and, there's lots to do there. Track 40. 1,
We can walk there in 10 minutes.
2,
Do you have to pay extra for the bills?
3,
Friends can stay at my house if they want to.
4,
She doesn't have to do any housework at all.
5,
I have to help with all the cooking and cleaning.
6.
I can't talk to her.
Track 41.
Hi there, Maxim. Come in.
Oliver, good to meet you finally.
This is my wife, Isabel.
Welcome. Nice to meet you. How was your journey?
Okay, but very long.
Oh, I can imagine. Anyway, you're here now. Do you want me to take your coat?
Oh, yes, thank you.
You can just leave your bag and things over there for now.
Okay, is it okay if I take my shoes off?
Sure, go ahead. You don't have to, though.
I've brought some, what do you call them? House shoes. I'll find them.
Oh, sure, slippers.
Oliver, I also bought you this. It's a traditional knife from Uzbekistan. It's called a pichok. And Mrs. Isabel, this is a special hat. Very traditional in my country.
Gosh, thank you.
And your son?
He's sleeping.
How did you get this through security?
Oh, it's not hand luggage.
Oh, of course. Ow! Wow, it's sharp.
Yes.
I think I've cut myself.
Oh, yes. So sorry.
No, don't be silly. It's amazing, thanks.
Would you like a cup of tea or something to eat, Maxim?
No, thank you. I'm fine. Maybe just some water.
Sure. Come through to the kitchen.
Thanks.
Are you sure you're not hungry?
No, really. I ate on the plane, but, do you mind if I smoke?
Well, actually, I'd rather you didn't inside. Isabel goes outside.
To be honest, it's better. It means I smoke less. I'm trying to give up.
Of course, no problem. I'll go now if you don't mind.
You can go in the garden if you like. The door's here.
Okay, great. Track 42. 1.
Do you mind if I open the window?
No, of course not. It is quite hot, isn't it? 2.
Do you mind if I use your computer?
No, of course not. 1 minute, I'll just log off. 3.
Do you mind if I borrow your phone for a minute?
Actually, I'd rather you didn't. I don't have much credit. 4.
Is it okay if I leave class early today?
Yes, of course. Just make sure you do your homework. 5.
Is it okay if I close the window?
Yes, of course. It is quite cold, isn't it? 6.
Is it okay if I leave these papers here?
I'd rather you didn't. I'm trying to tidy up. Track 43.
Oh, gosh. Sorry. I forgot to tell you about Boris. Did he scare you?
A little.
He won't bite you, I promise. He's very friendly.
I'm sure. But maybe I'll go out the front next time.
Sorry.
Let me show you around the house.
Okay, yes. Thanks.
So, you've seen the garden, and obviously this is the kitchen. Please help yourself to food.
Could I use the washing machine while I'm here?
Oh, I'll do it for you if you like.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
So, this is the living room. You're welcome to watch TV, although you'll probably have to watch repeats of The Big Bang Theory, as that's all my son Theo seems to watch, or play video games.
Oh, right. Like my little brother. And here?
Oh, that's Oliver's study, but we won't go in there. It's a mess. So, come up the stairs. The toilet's in here. It's a bit, funny. Look, you need to press quick for the water, like this.
Oh, right. Okay. Quickly.
This is the bathroom. We just have a shower. It was actually installed last month.
Very nice. Do I use this?
Yes, there's only one bathroom. We share it.
Oh, okay. So, is it okay if I have a shower in the morning?
Of course. I'll get you some towels in a moment. Just go in if it's free. There's a lock on the door. OK, this door is our room, and that's Theo's.
How old is he?
16.
Oh, yes? Like my baby brother. He'll remind me of home.
I hope not. He's very messy, too.
Oh, really? No, I think my brother is quite tidy. My mother is very strict with him.
Yes, maybe I'm too soft.
Oh, no, I didn't mean... I'm sure you're a very good mother.
I try. So, this is your room.
Oh, it's so lovely.
So, you can use these drawers and there's space in the wardrobe to hang some things.
Okay.
I think you'll be warm enough, but I can get you a blanket if you want.
Oh, no, I'll be fine. It was -6 degrees in Tashkent this morning.
-6? Wow. I'm sure you'll be okay then.
Track 44. A. Ah. I. Ma. Ma. My. Ba. Fa. Fi. Can. Can. Kine. Track 45. 1.
You can cycle along the path by the riverbank.
2.
The climate's warm and the people are kind.
3.
My family have a farm where they grow rice.
4.
It's a financial centre where many banks are based.
5.
It's a large island off the south coast of France.
6.
I don't mind travelling, but I prefer to stay at home.
7.
I can't find it on a map because it's so tiny.
8.
There's a market in the square on Fridays.
Track 46. Design. Economics. Geography. Graduate. History. Interested. Nursery. Primary. Secondary. University. Track 47. 1.
So, how's school, Ollie? Your father told me you're doing well.
It's okay, I suppose. Some bits are good.
Yeah? What are your favourite subjects?
Spanish and art. And history's okay as well.
And what year are you in now?
Year 11.
So, how long have you got left?
Well, if it all goes well, I'll have 2 more years.
What are you going to do when you finish? Have you got any plans?
Well, if I can save enough money between now and then, I'll try and take a year off. Dad doesn't want me to, though.
No?
No. He just wants me to stay in the system and go straight to university and study business or something and graduate and become just like him.
Yeah, well, he's probably just worried about you.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
2.
So what course are you doing, Pep?
Pure maths.
Wow. Okay, that sounds hard.
Yeah, it can be, but I'm really enjoying it. To be honest, the most difficult thing for me is doing the whole degree in English. But my tutors are great. Everybody has been very helpful.
What year are you in?
My 3rd, unfortunately. I've got my finals next April.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
What are you going to do after you graduate? Any plans?
Well, if I get the grades I want, I'll probably do a master's somewhere.
Oh, okay. What in? The same subject?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of maybe doing astrophysics, actually.
Oh, right. Have you applied anywhere yet?
No, I haven't. Actually, not yet. But I probably will in the next few weeks. 3.
So, did you go to university, Dania?
Yes, I did. The Paul Cézanne University in Marseille is one of the oldest universities in France.
Oh, okay. What did you study?
International law.
And did you enjoy it?
Yes, up to a point, I suppose, but to be honest, it was quite theoretical. it wasn't very practical, and I think I've learned much more since I started working.
I know what you mean. I left school at 16 and started working straight away. To begin with, I did lots of horrible jobs, but I learned a lot as well, and it made me hungry for success. I was running my own business by the time I was 22. I'm not sure many university graduates can say the same.
You can't beat the University of Life, huh?
Track 48. So, how did you find school when you came here?
A bit mixed. I made friends quickly. I knew a bit of Spanish and people were friendly, but I remember that to begin with, my brother just stood in the corner of the playground watching everyone play. It was sad.
Oh, but he made friends in the end?
Yeah.
So, you spoke Spanish?
A bit, but in class I couldn't understand very much. It was horrible.
Did you have to do extra Spanish classes?
Not really. There was another girl in the class who spoke English, so she translated a lot at the beginning. Then Mum and Dad helped me at home with my homework, and oh my gosh, we have to do so much here.
Really?
Yeah. I remember really crying about it when I first came, because we didn't have to do much in primary in England, a bit of reading or something. Even now, my friends in England complain when they have to do 45 minutes in secondary school. But I often have 2 hours and sometimes study for tests on top of that.
OK, so class is different.
Primary was. For some reason, I did the last year of primary here, although I'd already done it in England. Maybe it was because they have 5 years of secondary school in England, but there are only 4 here. Sorry, what was the question?
A class is different.
Oh, yeah. Basically, in primary in England, we had the same teacher all day, but here we changed teachers. I liked some, but some, like Don Miguel, were really boring. Sometimes we just had to copy from the book. We didn't use textbooks much in England, and we did more projects and arty things.
Right. So, which do you prefer?
It's difficult to say. Now I'm at Instituto.
Instituto?
Sorry, secondary school. We finish at 2 o'clock every day, and then we get almost 3 months off in the summer, whereas in England, my friends finish at 4, and they only get 6 weeks summer holiday. I chat to my friends in England still, or read their updates on Facebook, and they say school is boring too, and they get stressed with exams and stuff. But then they have this thing here where if your teacher fails you in some subjects, you have to repeat the whole year. I don't like that stress.
Track 49.
You hear politicians and parents here saying education is bad, but you get the same complaints in Britain where there are generally more resources. Parents send their kids to private schools or move house to be near good state schools. From what Rebecca says, her teachers here are generally more traditional in the way they teach, but I don't mind that. Students probably learn to listen and concentrate better. Anyway, no method's perfect. There's good and bad everywhere. Luckily, Rebecca's very responsible and she has some great teachers. She's happy and the school has a good atmosphere, small classes, and there's no violence or bullying. That's the most important thing. And if we stay, university will be much cheaper here. Fees in England are very high, even though nearly all universities are state-run. The only policies I really don't like here are textbooks and holidays. I spend €400 on books every year. In Britain, they're free. Schools buy the books and the students borrow them. And the summer holidays here are too long when you both work. When we were in the UK, my wife and I could organise our holidays to be at home with the kids most of the time. But here, it's impossible.
Track 50. Ja. Che. Che. jaw, shun, chi, isht, ij, each, och, cha, due. Track 51. 1.
They rejected my application for university.
2.
We need to change our traditional approach.
3.
You need to challenge students to succeed.
4.
Did you check your work after you finished?
5.
All children have religious education in primary school.
6.
I have to do a project before I can graduate.
7.
The website has a jobs section for teachers.
8.
You can't mention some subjects in conversation.
Track 52. 1.
I'll do it in a minute.
2.
Is it okay if I use it?
3.
It won't happen.
4.
Sorry, I had to leave early.
5.
I couldn't hear anything.
6.
I'll let you know.
Track 53. 1.
Hi, how are you?
Not very well, actually. I think I have the flu.
Oh no, you poor thing. Are you sure it's not just a cold?
It might be, I suppose, but it doesn't feel like it. I've had it for a few days now. I just feel really weak and tired all the time, and my muscles ache a lot.
That sounds horrible. Maybe you should go home and get some rest.
Yes, maybe you're right.
No one will thank you if you stay and spread it.
That's true. Could you tell Mr. Einhoff I'm sick?
Yes, of course.
Oh, and could you give him my homework?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
No problem. Well, you take it easy and get well soon.
I'll try. Bye.
Bye. See ya.
2. Oh, bless you.
Oh, I am sorry. That's the 5th time in as many minutes.
Ah, that's okay.
I always get like this at this time of year. It's awful because I hate winter, but then as soon as the sun comes out, I can't stop sneezing. And my eyes get really sore as well. I really want to rub them, but that just makes them worse.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Are you taking anything for it?
Yes, I went to the chemist's last year and they recommended these pills. So I take 4 of these every day and they help, but they don't stop it completely.
Well, why don't you get some sunglasses to protect your eyes a bit?
That's not a bad idea, actually. But I think I might feel a bit funny walking around in sunglasses all day.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But maybe you ought to try it. You never know, it might work for you.
Well, maybe if things get really bad.
Track 54. 1.
It's just a question of mind over matter.
2.
What's the matter?
3.
I don't mind.
4.
It doesn't matter.
5.
Never mind.
6.
To make matters worse,
7.
you don't mind.
8.
I've got a lot on my mind.
9.
That's a matter of opinion.
Track 55. 1.
Are you okay? Yeah, I've just got hiccups. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's really annoying.
Here, I know a cure. It never fails. Take some water in your mouth, but don't drink it. Now, put your fingers in your ears. Bend down and put your head between your knees and swallow the water slowly. Swallow the water. OK, you can breathe now. Have you still got them?
No. No, I don't think so.
You see, it works every time.
Maybe, but I wouldn't want to do it in public. People would think I was mad.
2.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, I would like something for a bad stomach, please.
Does it hurt, or have you been sick?
Not sick. It's more gas. It's uncomfortable.
OK, it sounds like indigestion. It's after you eat, right?
Yes.
And you're going to the toilet normally, no diarrhea?
Diarrhea? No.
OK, so I think these are what you need. They're indigestion tablets. You mix them with water and drink them after your meals. They're the most effective, I think.
OK.
What flavour would you like? Orange or black currant?
Orange.
That'll be $4.25. Don't take more than 4 tablets a day. And if they don't deal with the problem, consult your doctor.
OK, thanks. I will.
3.
The burn's not too bad. We'll give you some cream for it. But you'll need some stitches in that cut. It's quite deep. What happened?
Well, I cut my head dancing with my son.
I'm sorry?
I was dancing with my 5-year-old son and I stepped on one of his toys and I fell and hit my head on the side of the table.
Oh dear. What about the burn then?
Well, my wife came in when she heard me shout, and while she was helping me stand up, she knocked a cup of coffee off the table and it went all over my leg.
Oh dear. I am sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Don't worry, it was very stupid.
Nurse, could you dress the burn after I've done these stitches?
Of course.
Track 56. Blee. Fee. Knee. Bre. Swe. Be. He. Che. Pay. Ray. Ache. Fay. Track 57. 1.
My eyes ache and I need to sleep.
2.
I can't bend my knee very well.
3.
She was bleeding from her head.
4.
Can you take a deep breath for me, please?
5.
These shoes really hurt my feet.
6.
I had a terrible pain in my chest.
7.
Raise your head and face me, please.
8.
The bed was wet with sweat.
Track 58.
Hillborough Hotel.
Oh, hello. I'm ringing on behalf of a friend. He wants some information?
Sure. What would you like to know?
Well, do you have any triple rooms?
I'm afraid not. We only have doubles.
Oh, right. Is it possible to get a double with an extra bed? They have a small kid.
That should be possible.
And how much would that be per night?
For the room, that's €110 per night, with a supplement for a child's bed.
Sorry, does that include the cost of the extra bed, or not?
It does include it, yes.
And breakfast is included too?
I'm afraid not. It's 125 with breakfast. What dates are they thinking of coming?
Tuesday the 12th to the 17th of August.
OK, let me just check our availability. I'm afraid we're fully booked that weekend on the 16th and 17th.
And what if they came the previous weekend?
Saturday night, no, but from Sunday through to Friday, we currently have rooms available.
So that's the 10th till the 15th, including Friday night?
That's correct.
OK. I'll need to check with them about that. And just a couple of other things.
Sure.
They're thinking of hiring a car. Can they get any reduced rates if they book through the hotel?
They can, actually. We have a partnership with a local hire firm. The cost starts at €25 a day.
OK, great. Do you have parking at the hotel?
There is a car park, which is €20 a day, and there is some street parking nearby.
Right. OK. Well, I think they're travelling around Ireland after Dublin, so maybe they could hire the car later in the week.
Of course, whatever suits them.
OK. Let me just talk to my friends. Could you tell me your name for when I call back?
Yes, it's Jackie, but any of my colleagues can deal with the booking.
Oh, wait. Sorry. One last thing. Will they need to make a payment when they make the booking?
Yes, we'll need to take a 10% deposit on a credit card.
So if, for whatever reason, they didn't come, they'd lose that money?
I'm afraid so. The complete payment is made on arrival.
OK. Thanks.
Track 59.
OK, so can I take your credit card details for the deposit?
Sure.
What kind of card is it?
Visa.
And the name on your card?
Mr. D. E. Gwazda. That's GwaiZda.
OK, that's an unusual name.
Yeah, it's Polish originally.
OK. And the card number on the card?
1003 6566 9242 8307.
And the security number on the back of the card, the last 3 digits there?
718.
And the expiry date?
0617.
And can I just take a contact number in case there are any problems?
Sure. 0044 796 883 412.
Track 60.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
Track 61.
Hello, reception.
Hi. I'm calling on behalf of Lady Zaza in the presidential suite.
Oh, yes. It's a real pleasure to have her in the hotel.
Yeah, well, there was no way we could stay in that last place. The service there was a joke.
Well, I hope everything's okay with our rooms. We really didn't have much time to prepare them.
Yeah, everything's fine, basically, but there are just a couple of things she's asked for.
Okay.
Well, first, can you ask room service to send some fresh flowers to the room? Lady Zaza enjoys arranging them. She'd like 100 bunches of red flowers and 80 bunches of white.
Certainly. I'll send someone up with them in a minute.
And tell them to bring more of her favourite chocolates too, please. And please remember to remove the ones with nuts. She'd be very ill if she ate one by mistake, and the hotel wouldn't want that.
Absolutely not. I'll make sure they're taken out.
She'd also like the light bulbs in her room changed. She said it's too dark.
Oh, of course.
And can you bring her a kitten?
A kitten?
Yeah. Stroking it helps her relax. She wants a white one.
I doubt I can find one.
What Lady Zaza wants, Lady Zaza gets.
Would it be okay if the cat was a different colour?
No, it needs to match the colour of the flowers. Oh, and one last thing. Can she get a wake-up call at 4 a.m, please? She'd like to use the gym.
Well, the gym doesn't usually open until 6, but I'm sure we can organise something for her.
Great. That's it for now. Oh, wait. Just 1 second. She's saying something.
They did it again! You've got to do something!
Yeah, okay. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Lady Zaza can hear the people downstairs. They're talking or watching TV or something, and she wants them to be moved.
Moved? Oh, I'm afraid that's just not possible.
Sure it's possible. You've got hundreds of rooms in this place.
I know, but I'm afraid we're fully booked. We don't have any other rooms available.
So you're telling me you can't move them?
I really would move them if I could, but I'm afraid it's absolutely impossible. I'm terribly sorry.
Well, that's just not good enough. I'd like to talk to the manager.
She's not here at the moment, I'm afraid, but I'm sure that if she was, she'd tell you exactly the same thing.
Is that right?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Okay. Well, I'll tell her, but she's not going to like it.
Track 62. 1.
I never used to like camping.
2.
I used to do judo when I was younger.
4.
He used to smoke quite heavily when he was younger.
5.
I used to have really long hair when I was at college.
6.
It never used to be crowded before.
Track 63. Rush. Hole. Look. Pool. Mun. Po. Book. Lose. Dub. Hoss. Could. Room. Track 64. 1.
Could I make a booking for Friday?
2.
We don't want to lose our deposit.
3.
I never used to like group holidays, but now I do.
4.
Could I have a look at your book?
5.
How much money did you spend?
6.
I spent the whole week by the pool.
7.
I'd like to book a double room.
8.
I lost my toothbrush somewhere in the hostel.
Track 65. 1. Where would you go if you could go anywhere in the world? 2. I never used to enjoy camping, but I've grown to really love it. 3. Don't have any more of that coffee if you want to sleep tonight. 4. I don't think you should worry too much about it. 5. I used to get terrible nosebleeds, and then one day they just stopped. 6. I'd never go to work again if I didn't really have to. Track 66. 1.
Did you read this article about bees?
No.
They're all dying for some unknown reason.
Really? That's terrible.
I know. It's really bad news because we really depend on bees. If bees become extinct, we won't have any fruit or vegetables.
I hadn't thought about that. They should do something. Fund research or something.
Absolutely.
2.
Did you see the forecast for tomorrow?
No.
It's going to be nice. Really hot and sunny.
Oh, really? That's great.
I know. It's good. It's been so wet and windy recently.
We should go out then. Go to the beach or somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
3.
Did you hear what they want to do in Morovia?
No, what?
It's said on the news that they're going to pull down a lot of the horrible houses they've built along the coast and create a national park instead.
Really? That's great.
I know, it's good news.
They should do more to protect the countryside here, too.
Definitely. We need more green spaces.
4.
Did you see they've discovered a new way to kill the mosquitoes that spread malaria?
No.
Yeah, it said it could save millions of lives.
Really? That's great.
I know. It's really good.
It makes a change to hear some good news.
Absolutely.
Track 67. 1.
Really? That's great.
2.
Really? That's interesting.
3.
Really? That's nice.
4.
Really? That's bad news.
5.
Really? That's awful.
6.
I know, it's fantastic.
7.
Yeah, it's good news.
8.
Yeah, I know, it's really bad news.
9.
I know, it's terrible.
10.
That's a good idea.
11.
Absolutely.
12.
Definitely.
Track 68.
OK, so the first question from listener Mary Martin is based on a recent news story. Are there crime genes?
Well, yes and no. First, remember we share 50% of our genes with bananas, but you wouldn't say humans were half banana. There are studies that have found some violent criminals share a particular gene, but this is one of many factors. Many people have the gene but aren't violent. Violence and crime can be learnt. Home life, culture, war, even the environment and pollution can be factors.
OK. Something rather different now. Yevgeny from Russia asks, how do spiders walk on ceilings?
OK, right, yes. Well, researchers have discovered that spiders' feet are covered in hairs. But then each hair is also covered in hundreds of thousands of tiny hairs, each about an atom wide. Basically, when these tiny hairs move next to the atoms of the ceiling material, it creates a small electric charge, so the hairs and ceiling atoms are attracted to each other. It's a bit like how you can rub a balloon on your hair, then stick it to a wall. The spider has so many hairs, the attraction is quite strong enough to hold 100 times the weight of the spider.
Right. Well, from some very thin hairs to graphene and Jamie Seguro's question, what is graphene?
Graphene, OK. Well, this is probably the most important discovery of the last 20 years.
Really? So, what is it? And who discovered it?
It's the world's thinnest material. It's just 1 atom thick, and it was discovered by 2 Russian scientists working at the University of Manchester. The first amazing thing is it's very easy to find because it's basically a very, very thin layer of the stuff in a pencil.
What, a normal pencil?
Yep, that stuff is called graphite. Basically, you take some graphite and put it on some sticky tape, normal sellotape. Then you take some more tape, press it on the graphite. If you peel this tape away, some layers of graphite come off. And if that process is repeated a few times, it eventually leaves a layer 1 atom thick.
So, can you see it?
Not without a microscope, no. But even though it's so thin, graphene is incredibly difficult to tear. It's the strongest material we know. But then, because it's thin, you can bend it easily, and it's really, really good at conducting electricity, much better than the wires that are used in our home or the chips in computers.
So, could those things be replaced by graphene?
Someday, hopefully, because it's so easy to get and so efficient. We could save a lot of money. It's an incredible discovery, and it was awarded a Nobel Prize.
Track 69. Lao. Law. Rock. Po. Pow. Fow. Store. Do. Core. Bo. More. Ought. Track 70. 1.
You're not allowed to keep pets.
2.
They found the bomb before it went off.
3.
They took it to court and won.
4.
You ought to feed your dog less.
5.
The last version was launched in October.
6.
They have a policy to fund more research.
7.
The rocket lost power and crashed.
8.
The storm caused a lot of damage.
Track 71. 1.
Hello?
Hi, it's Brendan. Is Neil there?
No, he's not up yet. Is it urgent?
No, it's okay. Just tell him we're meeting earlier at 7, not 8. And tell him he's very lazy. 12 o'clock and still in bed.
Well, he was out late last night. Has he got your number, Brendan?
Yeah, he has. So, what time will he be up?
I imagine in about an hour. He didn't get back home till 4.
All right. Well, I'll see him later. Thanks.
That's okay. I'll give him your message. Meet at 7, not 8.
Yeah.
Bye now.
2.
Good morning, DBB. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi. Could I speak to Jane Simpson, please?
Of course. I'll just put you through to her.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, Jane?
No, it's actually Poppy. I'm afraid Jane's out visiting a client. Would you like to leave a message?
Yeah, could you tell her Diane called? I've already spoken to my boss and he's fine with the price, so we can go ahead with the work. Can you ask her to phone me when she gets back so we can sort out the details?
Of course. Has she got your number?
I don't think she has my mobile. It's 07729 651 118.
OK. 07729 651 118. And what was your name again? Sorry.
Diane Lincoln. LINCOLN. So when will she be back?
Probably later this afternoon. I think she said she was going for lunch.
All right. Well, hopefully I can speak to her today. I'm actually away on holiday from tomorrow.
Oh, right. Well, I'll let her know anyway.
OK. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Track 72.
No, he's not up yet. Is it urgent?
Just tell him we're meeting earlier at 7, not 8.
Track 73. 1.
Hello, Better Banking.
Oh, hello there. I need to cancel my cards, please, as soon as possible.
OK, no problem. But I'm afraid I have to take you through security first. Can I get your full name, please?
Oh, yes, of course. It's Bettina Kraus. That's BETTI.
OK, that's fine. I'll just put you through to the right department. One moment, please.
That's fine. So, I've cancelled your cards and ordered new ones, and they'll be with you in the next 3 or 4 days. We'll also send you a new PIN.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, that's all for now. Thanks again. Bye.
2. OK, so can you just tell me how it happened?
Yes, I was walking from the bus stop to my friend's house and I was talking on the phone, so I wasn't really paying attention. Then someone came past me on a bicycle and just grabbed my bag and rode off. The strap on the bag broke because he pulled so hard.
And can you give me a description of the person on the bike?
Not really. Young, maybe 15 or 16, wearing dark clothes and a hood.
Anything else?
I'm afraid not. It all happened so quickly, you know.
OK. Well, I can give you a reference number so you can contact your insurance company if you have one.
OK, and what about my bag?
Well, it's a big city out there and obviously we don't have the people to go and look for the person who did this. But if we do hear or find anything, we'll let you know. 3.
Hello, Abby Locks. How can I help you?
Yeah, hello. Basically, my bag's been stolen and it had my keys in it, so I need to get into my apartment.
OK. Do you want us to change the lock or just get you in? Was there anything with your address in the bag?
Oh, gosh, yes. I had my driving license in my purse.
OK. You'll want new locks then. Are you at the property?
No, I'm phoning from my friend's house.
Right. Well, I suggest you go back home. We can send someone within an hour. Can I just get the address, please?
Sure. It's apartment 4, number 72, Montague Terrace. BR2 0SZ.
OK, got it. Someone will be with you soon. Do you have proof of ID and proof of address?
No, I don't, no. Everything was in my bag. I mean, normally I'd ask my landlady who lives next door, but she's away.
Wait, you rent the apartment?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Well, we would normally talk to the owner of the property.
But she's abroad.
Don't you have a contact number?
I did, in my phone. Oh, what a nightmare.
Track 74. Hello there, you're speaking to Alan. I understand you're calling about your cash and credit cards. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. I called last week. Someone stole my bag and I phoned to cancel my cards.
OK.
And the guy I spoke to told me he'd cancelled them and that the new cards would be with me in 3 or 4 days, but I still haven't received them.
Right. Let me just check. OK, I can see that the cards were actually sent out as promised last Tuesday. And in fact, your credit card was used just yesterday.
No, that's not possible.
£1,845, spent in IKEA in Aberdeen.
But I've never even been to Aberdeen. How did that happen?
I'm not sure. I'm very sorry. I think I have to speak to my manager. Track 75. Ewe. Stole. Home. Hour. Foe. Sure. Phone. Cure. Mow. Track 76. 1. He had to pay a €200 fine. 2. I usually work from home. 3. She'll be back in about an hour. 4. Do you have insurance for your phone? 5. I've lost my mobile somewhere. 6. Take a photo with your phone. 7. I'm lucky my job's quite secure. 8. My car was stolen from outside my home. Track 77. 1.
We've only just left the house.
2.
I suddenly realised I'd left my keys in my flat.
3.
I was stopped by the police as I was driving home.
4.
The lions are usually fed at about 3 in the afternoon.
5.
I knew we'd met before, but I just couldn't remember where.
6.
They said the new battery would be here within 3 or 4 days.
Track 78.
What a boring lecture.
I know. It wasn't very good. I was starting to fall asleep near the end.
So, what are you doing this afternoon? Have you got any plans?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going to see a movie and, listen, would you like to come with me?
Maybe. What's on?
Well, there's this film called In the Heat of the Moment, directed by Umberto Colaccini. It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I've seen it already, actually. I saw it the other day.
Oh, yes? What was it like?
Not bad, but not as good as everyone is saying. The costumes were great, and it's set on an island in Thailand, so it looks amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard. So, what was wrong with it?
Oh, I don't know. I just found it a bit too slow. I got a bit bored with it after a while, and the ending was very predictable.
Oh, right.
And that Scottish actor's in it as well. You know, what's his name?
Brian McFletcher.
Yeah, that's him. I just find him really, really annoying. He can't act. Anyway, what else is on?
Let me see. Oh, there's The Cottage.
Yeah? What's that?
It's a new horror movie. It's supposed to be really scary.
OK, to be honest, I don't really like horror movies. I'd rather see something a bit lighter, if possible.
OK. Right. Well, how about this? It's a love-hate thing. It's a romantic comedy set in Paris and New York, and it stars Ellen McAdams and Ryan Rudd.
That sounds more like it. Where's it on?
The Galaxy in Cambridge Road.
OK. And what time does it start?
There's one showing at 2:30 and then another one at 4:45.
So, shall we try the 2:30 one? We could go and have a coffee or something first.
OK, great.
Track 79.
Cash machine. City centre. Crossroads. Flatmate. Film industry. Football boots. Heart disease. Security system. Success story. Sunglasses. Tennis court. Traffic lights.
Track 80. 1.
I'm a big fan of a Turkish singer called Sertab Erener. I first heard her when she won the Eurovision Song Contest, and I've liked her ever since then. I think she's got an amazing voice. She actually trained as an opera singer. I've got 5 or 6 of her albums, and a couple of years ago I went to Istanbul to see her sing live. In fact, I've discovered Turkey through her music and want to spend more time there. I've been learning Turkish since 2012, and I'm now starting to understand her songs better too. My all-time favourite is Life Doesn't Wait. Hayat beklemez. Excuse my bad pronunciation.
2.
I've been playing the trumpet for 10 years now with El Sistema, which is a program that helps young people from poor backgrounds learn classical music. I really love playing, and without El Sistema, I would probably be in a bad situation. When I joined, I was only 8, but I was already in trouble with the police. My favorite composers are Russian, Shostakovich and Stravinsky. We've been rehearsing The Rite of Spring recently for a concert. It's fantastic. The best.
3.
My favourite author is the Swedish crime writer Henning Mankell, especially his stories with Detective Wallander. The stories are good thrillers. They're unpredictable, but they're also about social issues and are a bit political, which makes them extra interesting. For the last few weeks, they've been showing a series on TV based on the books. It's okay, but the main character is different to the character in my imagination, and of course, there's less suspense because I've already read the books. I don't know if I'll keep watching.
4.
I'm at art school, where I'm studying fine art. I've known I wanted to be an artist since I was 3. I've always been more of a painter, especially people, portraits, but recently I've become much more interested in sculpture. I think my favourite artist at the moment is an English sculptor called Henry Moore. He did these beautiful, strange, abstract sculptures, often based on human figures. I saw an exhibition of his work last year. I don't know why I liked it so much. I just did. Especially a sculpture called King and Queen.
Track 81.
How long have you been going there? How long have they been doing that? How long has she been learning? How long have you been playing? How long has he been training? How long have you known him? How long has she been going out with him? How long have you been married?
Track 82. Hind. Hood. Horror. He's. Ha. Half. Hiss. Hong. Hob. Hearse. Hall. Here. Track 83.
1.
The woman behind me had a horrible laugh.
2.
He's got some really annoying habits.
3.
I left about halfway through the film.
4.
It's quite sad, but it has a happy ending.
5.
It's a historical drama set in Hong Kong.
6.
Everyone needs to have a hobby.
7.
I really hate horror movies.
8.
We rehearse every week in a hall near here.
Track 84.
It's nice.
Yes, it is, but it's also very dirty.
I know. We'll have to give everything a good clean and sort the place out. Maybe we should go into town and buy some stuff.
Yeah, it's a good idea. 1 minute, I'll get a pen and we can write a list. Okay, So?
Well, we need those things for cleaning. Brush and, I don't know the name. The thing that you put rubbish in. What's the name?
Do you mean a rubbish bin?
No, not that. When you use the brush, what do you call the thing that you use to get the rubbish from the floor? The thing that you put the dirt into with the brush.
Oh, you mean a dustpan? A dustpan and brush?
A dustpan and brush, yes! That's very useful.
And maybe we should get some cleaning stuff as well. Have we got any bleach?
What is bleach?
Oh, it's a kind of liquid that's really good for cleaning things, you know, like for cleaning the floor and the toilet. It's a kind of chemical. It's quite strong.
Oh, we have some. It's in the kitchen, in the cupboard, under the sink.
Oh, OK. I didn't notice that, but that's good.
We need to buy that machine that you use for the clothes after you wash them. I can't remember the name. Oh, and I know this word as well.
You mean an iron?
Yes, an iron. And also the thing that you put the clothes on when you use the iron.
Yeah, an ironing board. OK, what else?
Oh, for the bathroom, we need a thing for the shower. You know, the plastic thing that stops the water from leaving the shower. And the metal thing that holds it.
A shower curtain and a shower rail. Yeah, I noticed there wasn't anything like that in the bathroom. It's crazy, isn't it? Why doesn't the landlord provide things like that? It's so basic.
I know.
We should charge the landlord for these things.
Oh, one more thing before I forget. We need a machine that makes hot water to make tea and coffee.
Oh, yes, of course. A kettle. I can't live without a kettle. I need my tea in the morning.
Track 85.
I must remember to call her later.
You mustn't forget to set your alarm. You can, if you must.
We mustn't leave it here.
You must be tired. He mustn't do anything till the doctor's seen him.
I must speak to them later.
Track 86. 1.
For my birthday this year, my big sister bought me my own website. She's really good with computers and I'm not. But the website has become something fun we work on together. I also loved the way she told me. She sent me an email where she gave me clues about the present for me to guess what it was, but I didn't know. Then she sent me another email with a link to a website. When I clicked on the link, I understood everything, and I realised that the site was the present. I was really excited. It's my favourite ever gift because, as I said, it's something we do together.
2.
I got a mountain bike for Christmas a few years ago, and it's been one of the most useful presents ever. Over the last year, I've lived close enough to work to be able to cycle, and so I've saved loads of money on petrol. A birthday present that also saves me money. Excellent. I'm also fitter and have lost weight.
3.
One of my ex-boyfriends was the king of bad presents. One year he gave me an iron for my birthday. An iron! I mean, what kind of message does that send about our relationship and the way that he saw me? The following year, he bought me a dress that he really liked and told me that he wanted me to start wearing more clothes like that from then on because they would make me more attractive. I couldn't believe it. A couple of weeks after that, we broke up.
4.
A few years ago, I went out with a girl, and as we were getting out of the taxi to go to dinner, she suddenly said, "I got you a present." I was quite embarrassed because it was our first date, and I hadn't thought of getting her anything. Then she handed me a rock from a beach. I was confused. Why had she given me this thing? She said, I wanted to give you something you'd never forget and you could tell your children about. I said thanks to be polite, but I actually thought it was a bit stupid, and it was a bad start to the evening. Now, though, I used that rock to stop papers on my desk blowing away, and that girl is my wife.
Track 87. Or be bur pre pour zunt zerve draw tore. Track 88.
1.
I burnt my hand on the cooker.
2.
We found some money buried in the garden.
3.
You mustn't pour chemicals down the sink.
4.
There's a torch in the drawer over there.
5.
There are strict laws to protect the environment.
6.
I didn't get any birthday presents this year.
7.
The old church is perfectly preserved.
8.
Where do you store all your food?
Track 89.
1.
I've been wanting to see that for ages.
2.
It's just one of those things that happens sometimes.
3.
I don't have to work tomorrow, so I guess I can, yeah.
4.
How long have you been working in the music industry?
5.
He's one of those people who can always make you laugh.
6.
There's been an accident on the crossroads in the city centre.
Track 90.
So, how long have you been living here?
Almost 2 years.
Wow, you must like it.
Yeah, it's nice. I have a good quality of life here. Warm climate, near the beach, not too much work.
It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. But I'm actually going back to Canada in a few months.
Forever?
Yeah, I think so.
Why? It sounds perfect here.
Well, the economy's doing quite badly at the moment. I mean, unemployment has gone up quite a lot over the last few months, so I'm not sure I'm going to have a job in a year's time.
Really?
Yeah, and also salaries aren't so high here, you know. I could get paid a lot more back home.
Sure, but I bet the cost of living's a lot higher in Canada as well. Everything's so cheap here. I mean, eating out is twice the price in my country. You can get a 3-course meal for about $6 here.
Yeah, that's true, but it used to be cheaper in the past. Inflation's gone up over the last 2 years, and if it stays high, well, you know, it won't be so cheap.
I know, but it's still a big difference, no?
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, in the end, I miss my family and friends. And maybe money isn't so important. But I'll still have more opportunities back home, I think, so work might be more interesting there.
I guess so. It seems a shame, though. It's so nice here. Won't you miss the heat?
Yeah, probably. But I don't mind the cold weather so much. You get used to it after a while. So, what about your country? How are things there? Is it a good place to live?
Track 91.
The lawyer continued reading. It seemed Dad had actually been a good salesman. He earned quite a good salary, but he just preferred to save it. And he had been good at investing money too. The most expensive technology he had was a radio, but he bought shares in some camera and electronic shops. In 1965, the shares cost 8 pence each, and he sold them 35 years later for £4.12 each. Of the £2.7 million he was leaving, he had decided to give £2 million to a charity that looked after teenagers with problems. The rest was divided between me and my sisters. For a moment, I felt angry. Why hadn't he said anything? Why had we lived like poor people? Why was he giving the money to other children? But then I thought, it's stupid to think like that. Really, I had a happy childhood, and I'm very happy now. I remembered my parents reading us books they'd borrowed from the library, and the hours we played cards together. It was fantastic what my parents had done. The love we had was more important than money, but now maybe the money they saved can bring some love to others. The only problem I have now is what to do with £250,000 when I honestly don't really need anything.
Track 92. 1,
£2 million.
2,
781,000.
3,
653.
4,
1965.
5,
£4.12.
6,
2.7.
7.
A quarter.
Track 93. 1,
The minimum wage at that time was £5.73 an hour.
2,
Inflation fell to 3.4% last month.
3,
The government is going to invest £700 million in schools.
4,
3/4 of the population own a car.
5,
The new factory will create 825 jobs.
6,
The house cost €360,000.
7,
We borrowed 194,000 from the bank.
8,
We'll finally pay back the mortgage in 2051.
Track 94.
1.
Yes, sir?
Can we get the bill, please?
Certainly. One moment.
Thanks.
How much is it?
Don't worry, I'll get this. It's my treat.
Are you sure? I don't mind paying half.
No, really, it's fine. After all, I asked you out.
Thanks. It's really kind of you.
Oh, no.
What's up?
I've just realised I left my wallet in my other jacket. It's got all my credit cards and cash in it. I'll have to go and get it.
Oh, don't be silly. It's too far to go. I'll pay today.
Are you sure? I'll pay you back as soon as I can. I promise.
No, it's fine. Honestly. Oh, wow. Right. That's a lot. I hope they accept my credit card.
2.
Oh, that looks great on you.
Really?
Yeah, really suits you.
Maybe. How much is it?
Well, it's vintage 60s.
Sorry?
It's very old. From the 1960s. It's hard to find things like that in this condition.
Oh, yes. So how much?
Let's call it 200.
Pounds?
Yes, of course, pounds.
£200? But it's not in perfect condition. Look, there's a mark here.
Okay, so let's say 180.
No, sorry. It's too much. Thank you.
Oh, okay. The best price I can manage is 150. Any lower than that, and I'll lose money.
3. But if I don't buy it, someone else will.
So you've said,
But £1,000 is £1,000.
I know, but if I don't have a car, then I'll have to keep getting the bus into town. And that's not cheap either. Fares have just gone up.
OK, look. You did well in your exams, and we'd be happy to help, but it is a lot of money. You're working now, so why don't you pay half?
I would if I could, Mum, honestly, but I haven't managed to save much yet.
Well, maybe we can borrow some money from the bank.
Really? Oh, that'd be brilliant.
And you can pay us half back when you have the money, OK?
4.
Your card was cancelled because of some irregular activity that we noticed.
Irregular activity? What do you mean?
Well, for instance, did you have lunch in Singapore last week?
No, I've never been there in my life.
Exactly. We suspect that your card was copied sometime last month and that someone then used it overseas.
Oh no! How did they manage to do that? And will I get a refund?
Everything is covered by your insurance, and we're sending out a new card today. You'll receive your new PIN number after you get the card. They're sent separately for security reasons.
Track 95. I. Oi. O. Row. Low. Ridge. Gidge. Runts. Shun. Joy. Ploy. Track 96.
1.
What's the average salary?
2.
Can I borrow €15?
3.
I don't know what the local currency is.
4.
They won't win the election.
5.
It was a joint decision to go.
6.
The interest on our mortgage is low.
7.
Thanks. I owe you a favour.
8.
Youth unemployment is almost 50%.
Track 97.
1.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yes, it was great actually.
Yeah? What did you do?
One of my oldest friends got married on Saturday, so I went to the wedding in the afternoon and then the reception later on. It was really good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they hired an old castle on the coast for it. It was an amazing venue. And they had a big buffet there with really good food and a DJ and everything.
That sounds great. What was the music like?
Excellent. I was expecting typical wedding reception music, but this DJ played lots of modern things as well. The dance floor was full all evening.
2.
Did you do anything last night?
Yeah, I did, actually. I went to a friend's housewarming. She's just moved into this new place. It's an amazing flat in a converted church. It's a really impressive place.
Oh, wow. So, what was the party like? Was it good?
It was great to begin with, yeah. All the other guests were lovely. Everyone was really warm and friendly and very easy to talk to. But then my ex arrived with his new girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Yes, and to make things worse, she was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you poor thing. That's awful.
I know. It ruined the night for me, to be honest. I didn't stay much longer after that.
3.
So, what did you do last night? Anything interesting?
Yeah, I had a little dinner party.
Oh, really? What was the occasion?
There wasn't one. I just felt like inviting some friends round and cooking for them.
Nice. So, how did it go? Was it good?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was nice to see people and chat.
How many people came?
12.
Wow, That's a lot of cooking.
I know. It took me ages to get everything ready.
Did you cook everything yourself?
Yeah.
You must be a good cook.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just follow recipes.
So what did you do?
Well, for starters, I did grilled aubergines covered in yoghurt and served with a slightly spicy sauce. And then...
Track 98.
1.
We call April the 21st Cartini Day. It's the day that Raden Arjen Kartini was born in 1879. She's very important in Indonesia because she fought for women's rights and against sexual discrimination at a time when we were very much second-class citizens. She set up the country's first all-girls school and really helped to change the country for the better. There's still some way to go, sure, but it's important to remember her life and celebrate it every year.
2.
My great-grandmother on my mum's side was Ukrainian. We never met as she died before I was born, but a few years ago, my mum and I decided to go on a trip to the village that she came from. We spent a night in the house she'd been born in, which was very moving. The people were very welcoming, and I felt a real connection with the place. It was incredible. A day I'll never forget.
3.
June the 25th will always be a very special day for me, as it's the anniversary of the day that Michael Jackson died. His death in 2009 was a real tragedy, and I still feel his loss today. I know he was a controversial figure, but he touched the lives of millions of people all over the world. One of my biggest regrets is that I wasn't able to go to Los Angeles for his memorial service. I wanted to be there, but I just couldn't afford to buy a ticket from Bulgaria. 4.
When I was 23 or 24, I spent 6 months travelling round Southeast Asia. It was an amazing time in my life, and I had lots of great experiences. But perhaps the day I remember best was when I climbed Mount Kinabalu in Malaysia, one of the highest mountains in the region. We started climbing at midnight with a local guide, and we reached the peak just as the sun was coming up. It was incredibly beautiful.
5. March the 24th is a very special day for me, as it's the anniversary of the day that my sight was restored. 13 years ago, my eyes were severely damaged in an accident at work, and I was told I'd never see again. However, 2 years ago, I agreed to have this special new operation. It was still in the experimental stage, but amazingly, it worked. And thanks to my surgeon, I can now see my 2 kids. I'll always be grateful for that.
Track 99. Growl. Clear. Scri. Sta. Bli. Fre. Pre. Spy. Tr. Ound. End. Usts. Track 100.
1.
They played some nice background music.
2.
The DJ almost cleared the dance floor.
3.
Women still face a lot of discrimination in the workplace.
4.
A new government was established after the war.
5.
On my birthday, I had some friends round for dinner.
6.
The organisation of the whole event was very impressive.
7.
I cooked my special spicy chicken dish.
8.
You should try the traditional breakfasts here.
Track 101.
1.
To be honest, I avoid talking to him if I can help it.
2.
I guess it'll take some time before I get used to it.
3.
He's a computer programmer based in the States.
4.
I'm going to go back as soon as I save enough money.
5.
He always promises to help, but then he fails to keep all his promises.
6.
I'm currently living at home, but I'm planning to leave after I graduate.